care about us, and that's just the truth. That's that. And that staff member confronted me today that she was in trouble and that she's not the one who made the comment. Well, I'm not upset about the comment. I welcome the comments. Please make your comments. That's okay. As long as they're true, say what you will. Now, we have another situation, for all of us inmates in here that are nothing but, liars and seeking attention. We have a pregnant inmate that's hiding her pregnancy from an officer's rape. So, is there a problem in here? Are we being brutalized? Now we have an innocent baby? It's not the first one. As a matter of fact, in my time in the BOP, I've seen several. But we're the ones that the public shouldn't be listening to. Wrong. I have a proposal. I need this to get to Donald Trump. I need our president to see this. And the only way that that's going to happen is if the public out there shows their love and their support and says no more silence on the abuse. I need your help. And it's not just me that needs your help. We all need your help. And by the mass incarceration that's going on in here, some of us are your family. So I have a proposal. I've given this proposal to the warden here. And let me go ahead and say this. I spent some time with this warden. She's getting ready to retire. I don't think that this warden necessarily knows 100% of the foulness that's going on. I think a lot of it's being hidden from her. And not just by the staff, but by the inmates, because the inmates are scared. The women are terrified. They're terrified to speak out because they're going to lose their phone calls. They're going to lose their video visits. They're going to go to the SHU. Going to the SHU could mean death. So, and that's not a light comment. I say it because it's true. So I'm not 100% sold that she knows everything, and I don't want to set it in her lap that she does and that she's guilty of just completely ignoring us, because I think there is some good in her. But I told her last week, I want to be the warden. That's my proposal to you, world. I was a former business owner, and I've lived inside of this world for almost 16 years. I know what's done in here. I can change this. And I know half of you out there right now are gasping and going, what the heck does she think that she is asking for? She's a prisoner. She would never be granted something like that. Let's look at history, shall we? To all of my fellow God lovers out there, God appointed a shepherd to become king. Nelson Mandela, one of the finest men in history, was a prisoner in worse conditions, quite frankly, than we are, even though ours are dire. He came out as the president. Our current president of the United States is a convicted felon. Our assistant director of the BOP, convicted felon. I only am asking for the president to appoint me as a warden for a short period, maybe 2 years, and let me prove that I can change this. I can make rehabilitation a real thing. No more coloring pages and construction paper from kindergarten as your drug rehabilitation program that your government is paying billions of dollars for. No more food that's expenses that are being ciphered out by their government employees committing fraud. No more medical telling people that they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, and then they die the next day. We had that happen here, by the way, as she was throwing up feces and blood out of her mouth. And medical told her to go away. There was nothing wrong with her. Her family had buried her a few days later. That is our normal in here. It can be changed if they stop hiring people that are politicians and that don't understand how to tell the truth. It has to stop. I can present a proposal that would not only improve every single life of every single woman and every single family member whose female family member is in this prison. I can bring an income into this prison generated of over $400,000 more a year that can be spent on classes, true classes, that would improve their lives. Mental health therapy, not going to the psychologist department here and being referred over to a nurse practitioner who's going to prescribe you a blanket prescription that's given to everybody and not being prescribed correctly. This has to stop. And the only way it's going to stop, the only way, is by all of you standing up with us. That's it. It's the only way. Because they're going to do everything they can in their power to silence us. Women being raped, women being threatened, women having to watch their sisters be raped. That cannot be permitted. Women begging for medical attention, whose organs are failing, whose limbs have got infections that they are being cut off. That shouldn't happen. My teeth are all being pulled out, and I've never had a cavity a day in my life. I had to pull out my own two bottom teeth. I blacked out twice from the pain. Now they're taking all of my top teeth because I could not get a cleaning for over 11 years, and I lost all my bone mass. So these things are not normal. The dentist here is the only department that I would tell you all publicly from my heart is kind. He has admitted to me that he would never do this to me on the outside. But this is not the standard of care that any dentist would give on the outside. But inside the BOP, they're told to cause us harm. They're told not to help us. And they get complete qualified immunity. Research it, America. Not only do they get immunity, they get immunity even in death. That's a license to kill. And these people love it. They love it. I refuse to be silent anymore. It's not going to happen. So if it cost me dearly, and it is going to cost me dearly, then I will take that strike. That I need all of you to make those strikes that I'm fixing to take absolutely 100% worth it. Don't silence us. Listen to us. Believe in us and show us the support that we have to have. We're not wearing suits and ties, and not all of us need to be free. But not all of us need to be in here. Look at the people who are on death row that have done 25, 45, 35 years. And those prison guards and those wardens and those prosecutors all said how guilty they were. And just a little bit of testing proved that they weren't. Most of us are in here because we signed a plea deal believing a false lie, or that we could not defend ourselves against the government. Radio background.
Yep. Yeah, a phone alarm went off.
Yeah, that's funny. So you're late for something.
Yeah.
We need viralness. You all are losing people's lives by not listening. We need you to get these to President Trump's spiritual advisor, to President Trump's personal attorneys, to Alice Johnson, who knows firsthand exactly how bad it is in here. And guess what, Alice? It's gotten way worse. You knew my mother, Barbara Lang. She was your friend. She was here with you. She's now in Carswell with a pacemaker that's going to time out any day. And they're not going to replace it. That's premeditated murder by anybody's standard. So, wake up and help us. Speak out. Make your voices known for our voices, because it's not going to be just our voices, it's going to be our lives. All right. We need you. Okay, I guess there's 6 minutes left. That we can actually just talk and not have